Hello, Mother.
Chris, I didn't think I'd ever see you again.
I heard you were dying in the hospital, but I had to purify my soul before I could face you, so...
It doesn't matter. You're with me now, and... Sorry, this toe cancer makes it so hard to talk. Chris, I blamed you for your father leaving. I forgive you.
Oh, Mom, I'm so sorry.
Chris, I love...
Mom! I'd hated my mother for many years, and therefore I hated the name she'd given me. I always told people to call me Chris, just Chris. Now, I was proud to be her son. I would be known by my full name, Chrysanthemum D'Artagnan Falconer.
Tools in the tool shed, put away, won't rake no more.
Dude, independent films are freaking wicked awesome.
I know. When your sister lent us these movies, I thought they were gonna suck.
Yeah, she was all like, you guys need to broaden your horizons and watch independent films. I was like, independent what? That sounds totally gay. Joey and Jerome don't like nothing if dudes ain't getting shot or blown up.
They weren't gay at all. I mean, we watched Little Miss Moonshine, Eternal Spitshine of the Spotless Shoe, Lost in Transcription.
Ooh, let's do this one now. It's a foreign film called My New Friends. An Israeli and a Palestinian are shooting at each other when a suicide bomber arrives and detonates her explosives, mortally wounding all three of them. As they lay dying together, their limbs and entrails scattered about, the three get to know each other and realize they're not so different after all. A quirky comedy for the whole family. Rated G.
Dude, I got an idea. Ever since we finished watching that movie a few minutes ago, I always wanted to make an independent film.
Dude, me too! Like a movie with deep meanings and artisticness that makes people have feelings and stuff.
Yeah. But we don't have any money and we've never made a movie before.
Well, dude, check it out. My New Friends was made for just $24 with a disposable camera from Walgreens and won Best Film by a Terrorist at the Sunblock Film Festival.
Well, hey, I got $36. Oh, we can use this old camera my dad gave me when I was 10. He says it was the first motion picture camera ever. It was made in 1898 and was used to shoot Birth of a Nation.
Awesome, great. Well then we can star in it, and since my sister's all into independent films, she can be in it. And your cousin, he can be the camera guy and do all the sounds and stuff.
Yeah, he took that 3-day class at the DeVry. Oh, and he can act in it too.
Sweet. Dude, before we start, since we're both straight edge, can't do anything during the filming that compromises our values. So no drinking, no smoking, and no non-simulated sex. Cool?
Cool. Straight edge for life.
So what's this movie about?
Well, what I was thinking about was...
I can't believe it's done. This is gonna be the most independentest movie ever.
Here it is. Hey, your sister's pretty hot.
It is said that there are no promises in the wind, and that a man may go fishing all his life and never realize it ain't really the fish he seeks. A wise prophet once proclaimed, it's hard to hold a candle in the cold November rain. But the wind, the fish, and the rain were metaphorical during that lazy summer. My brother and I were playground safety inspectors in the small town of Cat Gristle, Maine. The work weren't high-paying or glamorous, but we liked being outdoors and knowing we was doing good for the children. Is it tight?
Yeah, it's good.
All right. So we checked the links and all the chains in the swing, test the weight load for the monkey bars, balance the seesaw. I say we call it a day, Percy. We work on the merry-go-round tomorrow. Make sure it don't fly away when it spins too fast.
It's important. That accident last year killed a lot of kids.
Blah da doo dee doo dee 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 dee.
Toss me a cold one, Percy. So I figure tomorrow we wash all the sand in the sandbox and then work on the merry-go-round. I figure that way maybe we'll...
God damn it! I've got to get out of this backwater piss hole of a town!
Hey, calm down.
No! There's nothing here for me but dead ends and deader beginnings!
Where are you gonna go if you leave Kit Grissom?
I don't know. I gotta do something. I can't stay here. This town's not big enough for me.
Ba-na-na, dee 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 dee.
Oh!
Hey, what you guys doing?
Your eyes shine in my heart now when you smile.
Arm wrestling?
Oh, weird. I almost became a pro arm wrestler. Well, then I found out about the sick underbelly of the sport. The steroids, the elbow fetish groupies, the bionic arms. Anyway, whatevs. It looks like fun. Can I join in?
It's not fun.
Dee doo doo dee.
Our father's favorite movie is Over the Top with Sylvester Stallone, where an everyday Joe has to become arm wrestling champion to win the love of his son. When our father died of terminal alopecia, I vowed that we would return to this park, where we had our first birthday every year on the anniversary of his death, and arm wrestle in his honor. That anniversary is today.
Meow. I'm so sorry about your pappy.
Did you just meow?
Oh, yeah. I do that sometimes. Meow.
Meowing. What's it mean?
Oh, it can mean anything. Yes, no, blah, blah, blah. It can be happy, or angry, or sad. It's an all-purpose meow. So, we gonna knock arms or what?
Yeah, I ain't no challenge. Percy here, he's a monster. He beat me every year so far.
Wanna battle the champ?
Sure.
Chin 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 chin. When the summer blows through your hair, it's like the sun inside your smile. And when you laugh, it takes me away. It makes me say hello to the day, hello to the blue sky morning, hello to the grass, the earth, the clouds.
Well, he's right. You made my arm your bitch.
I told you. I told you about Percy.
I'm fighting in the honor of my father. Every time I lose, it's like I'm rubbing his decomposing face in the dirt. Like I'm killing him all over again.
How about I buy you a cup of coffee and help you forget about your dead daddy?
I don't drink coffee.
Oh. I could take you to a concert. Giant Robot Cooter is playing a show at the Fecal Delights this Friday.
I don't go to concerts. I don't like music.
Meow. We could just go to a club and
I don't do clubs.
What about dinner?
I eat alone. Quietly. In my room. In the dark.
Well, meow. What do you do for fun?
I don't. I just exist. Sometimes that's all there is.
Look, couldn't we just go somewhere? Hang out? Talk?
Yeah. We can do that.
Yeah. Oh. I'm Strawberry. Strawberry Malaise.
I'm Persistence Van Hagar. You can call me Percy. That's my brother Velociraptor.
Yep.
Nice to meow you, Percy and Velociraptor. So, How about Saturday? Persistence. That's a weird name.
My mother named me that because I forced my way out of a birth canal 6 months early. There was no labor. I just ripped off my umbilical cord and shot out of her vagina like a greased-up cannonball. She said I was very persistent, breaking out like that. She said that I'd never give up until I got what I wanted from life. But what about Strawberry?
My parents named me that because of the strawberry-shaped birthmark on my neck. So, you and your brother seem close. Was it always like that?
No, we lived apart for most of our lives. During that first birthday party in the park, the wind was blowing really hard. A strong gust took the birthday candles out of the cake while they were still lit. They flew into my mother, setting her on fire. After she recovered from the skin graft surgery and got 4 prosthetic limbs, she blamed my father for having the party outside on such a windy day, and they got a divorce. Raptor lived with her, and I lived with my father. When we were 18, we both moved out and got a small house together. Why'd we stop?
Because this is the right place. Yeah, this is definitely it.
The right place for what?
For doing some earth art.
Earth art? What the hell are you talking about?
Every second that passes, Percy, the world is evolving, changing. I want to capture an instant of nature, frozen in time, so that I can remember just how it was at this very moment. And then I add a personal touch. A perfect impression of nature by Strawberry.
It's beautiful.
You want it?
Really?
Yeah. Now, here. I can make more. Nature ain't going anywhere. I gotta go. I gotta get home and exercise my plants so they'll grow up strong and healthy. Oh, I had a meow time! See you later!
See you.
This one fails inspection, Percy. Friction levels are too high. We've had 6 kids burst into flames this month alone. I figure next time we come, we could bring some up. Percy, you listening to me? Man, you've had your head up in the clouds all day. What's going on?
Raptor. Maybe I've decided that I don't want to leave Cat Gristle. Maybe I found a reason to stay.
What do you mean?
Strawberry. She silences the swirling eddies of pain inside me.
Look, man. All the water in the world is wet, but you can't drink from the ocean. It's too salty. If a man's lucky, he finds himself a lake, quenches his thirst. But sometimes, he just dies, having never found water he can drink.
You're right. I'll stick around for a while. See how things work out.
Good, man. I hope you find your lake.
Hey.
Meow.
So do you just come here to do earth art?
No, I come here to be alone sometimes. And to think.
What do you think about?
Rainbows, puppies, pretty yellow flowers. Stuff like that.
Do you ever think about deep stuff?
Like what?
Meaning of life? The existence of God? Yoga? Crystals? Old Chinese people?
Bling, bleeding, bling, 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 bling.
I don't need to wonder if God exists. I meow he does. When I see these smoldering eyes, these pouty lips, these chiseled cheekbones, and this frothy cranial forest, I know that God truly sculpted man in his image, and he used up every ounce of his clay, making persistence Van Hagar.
I think I love you.
Percy, I meowed you before we even met, before love even existed, before I was even born.
No. Not here. Not yet. The sky is watching. It mocks me. One day when I was 10, I woke up, and the world just seemed so dark. Because there was black tarp on the windows, because contractors were painting our house. Ever since then, I've just felt this darkness inside me.
Then let me be your light.
Dum, dum.
After the divorce, I stopped going to school because my dad homeschooled me. Every day, we'd watch a 3-hour marathon of Charles in Charge, and he would make me a package of ramen for lunch. I'd sit and eat the ramen, and he would ask me questions about each show. The teachings of Charles in Charge were my education, my way of learning life's lessons. When my father's terminal alopecia had advanced so far he couldn't leave his bed, I knew he didn't have long. I sat beside his bed day and night. And then, just minutes before he died, he gave me this. He bought this package of ramen the day I was born. He saved it all those years. He said the time had come to pass it along to me. I kept it with me every day of my life since then. He told me, when the time was right to eat it, I would know. That time is now. Will you share my father's ramen with me?
Yes.
You make me soar just like eagle. On the wings you give my soul. Your heart is filled with stardust. Say you'll never go. Stay here with me in moonlight castles. Clothe me in your silver hair. Let us dance on dandelion dreams. Smell of angels in the air.
Time flew by so fast, like an eagle wearing a jetpack. I don't remember a happier time in our lives than that magical summer.
Ba-da-da-dee-dee.
This was such a meow idea, Percy. I haven't been on a picnic since I was a puppy. Okay, let's see what we have. Ramen sandwiches in honor of your father. And, little donuts, my favorite. I like to put my fingers in the holes and make powder puppets. And pork rinds, with pickled piggies in my belly. And the... What's this?
A beer?
Meow. Meow.
What?
You drink?
Sure, of course. Why not?
My mother was an alcoholic. One night, she was drunk, and she decided it'd be a real meow idea to fill the bathtub with beer and bathe in it. But she fell asleep and drowned. Alcohol killed my mother, Percy! I won't have it in my life!
So what do you want from me?
I can't be with anyone who drinks. You have to give it up.
You're trying to change who I am?
Percy, if you love me, you'll quit drinking!
I live life on the edge, woman, and sometimes one foot hangs over the abyss. I'm me. Deal with it.
Either quit drinking or I'm leaving you!
Fine. There's the door. Hey, I'll go first.
Meow you, persistent Van Hagar! Meow you!
Percy, you in there?
I'm busy.
Man, you been in the crap for 45 minutes, man. I gotta give birth to some brown children.
In a minute.
Open this door. Percy! Psst. 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 Percy! Are you doing drugs?
No,
You are doing drugs. There's stuff everywhere. You got heroin juice and grass. Are you smoking this? You got an 8-ball? And what's this? This looks like crystal meth. What's going on here, Percy?
Strawberry. We broke up.
Drugs are my girlfriend now.
Percy. Listen, man.
Dum dum. Boom boom.
You don't need this. You don't need drugs.
No, I do. I love drugs.
No, you don't.
I do.
You don't.
I do.
You don't.
I don't.
No. You got me. Let me be your drug. Smoke me. Inject me into your veins.
Okay. Yeah. Just one more swig for the road.
No!
Meep 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 meep.
I came as soon as I heard. Can you hear me? I made a mistake. Please come back to me. Will he ever wake up?
Ain't no telling. It's up to Jesus and his daddy now.
La 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 la.
The days and weeks passed like a tiny kitten passing through a cat door, with no change in Percy's condition.
La 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 la. Meep 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 meep.
He's been in this coma for 4 months now. I love my brother, goddammit. You don't deserve this.
Maybe it's time to let him go. Let's pull the plug. Meow!
What?
He told me how Charles in Charge had been really special to him as a kid. There was one episode so controversial and never aired, but they made it into a book instead. I was gonna give it to him at the picnic, and then we had our fight. Percy, I'm gonna read to you from a very special book. I hope these words reach you. Charles, Buddy said, running his hands through his curly brown mullet. What are we gonna do? I don't know, said Charles, but we can't just leave her here. But Charles, she's just a dead Taiwanese hooker. I'm sure this happens every day. The cops probably won't even investigate.
But she's also 11, Charles said. That they will investigate. Look, Buddy said, she only weighs 60 pounds. We could throw her out the window into that dumpster. We could be gone before anyone even knew we were here. Maybe you're right, Charles said, giving in. Help me lift her. And don't get any blood on you. You don't know what she's infected with.
No, Charles, don't do it! She's a human being!
John.
Where am I?
You're in the hospital, Percy. You've been in a coma for 4 months. Hell, we didn't think you was ever gonna wake up.
Strawberry?
Meow.
I love you. If I have to give up drinking in order to be with you, I'll do it.
Meow. I don't care if you drink. I don't even care if you beat me when you're drunk. Sometimes that's what love is.
Oh, I'm so glad you were born. I'll never leave you as long as I live.
Dr. Justine! Percy's okay! He woke up!
That's magnificent, but I've got some very bad news.
What?
Persistence has been diagnosed with terminal alopecia.
Meow, my God.
Yes, and even worse, it's metastasized.
That's what my father died from. How long do I have?
Not long, I'm afraid. Not long at all.
Meep meep.
Fly to the sun, my brave dead soldier. Don't forget about me here on Earth. I miss him so, Meow.
I know.
I'm pregnant with his child.
You're what?
What am I gonna do?
Hey. You'll survive. Because you're strong. Like a grizzly bear that lifts weights.
Meow! I can't do it on my own. I sell clothing I make out of cat whiskers for a living. The money's not enough for 2 people!
Maybe I could take care of you.
What? No. No, Raptor, I couldn't burden you like that.
Sometimes a man walks up a mountain, finds a boulder in his path, but then he realizes it ain't no boulder at all, but a feather. The man picks up that feather, puts it in his pocket, takes it all the way up that big long mountain. Forever.
Oh, God, Raptor. Meow. I'll be with you.
It's time to move on. Like a tribe of Indians that's killed all the buffalo on their land. Goodbye, Percy. I'm gonna miss you. Have a good life, brother. And so we went forward to start a new life. I had lost a brother, but gained a child. I would never forget Percy, and I would honor him by naming our baby Firefly Persistence Esophagus Van Hagar.
Wow, 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 how, wow, 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 better on it.
Dude, that was a tour de force of independence. Yeah. We gotta send this to the Sundance Film Festival. That's like the Sundance of film festivals.
Really?
Hell yeah. I'm gonna call him right now and find out how to submit.
So for my next movie, should I get Dolph Lundgren or Elizabeth Berkley? Dolph has the quiet dignity about him, but Liz Berkley gets naked. Dolph's the better actor of the two, but Liz gets naked. I like Universal Soldier too, but I like Showgirls. Dolph's pretty easy on the eyes. Liz Berkley will get naked. Dolph, Liz, Rocky IV, Saved by the Bell, rugged Clark Gable, handsomeness. Gets naked. Hey dude, I got an idea for the next movie. There are these 5 gay guys, and they all have AIDS, but they lead a life of celibacy, and What's wrong, man?
Called the Sundance people, man. The entry fee is $25.
No.
We spent all of our money making this movie.
I know. Can't go to Sundance, man. It's over.
Hey, come on now. You know, life is like a bowl of cherries, but sometimes those cherries get rotten, and you gotta throw them out. Go to the grocery store, buy some fresh ones, fill that bowl right back up. It's gonna be okay, man. We're gonna make it.
I wish I had your strength, Joey, I really do. But I don't.
What you got there?
It's cough syrup and Dramamine. I'm gonna get messed up.
But dude, we're straight edge for life.
If that life doesn't include Sundance, then give me sweet oblivion.
Well, if you're going to hell, I'm going with you.